We're going to be performing a fire control group safety test along with function tests. First, we want to begin with verifying that you have your shepherd's hook and or access pin retainer installed correctly. You can use a punch or anything. What we're doing is we're testing to make sure those components are installed correctly. Let's go ahead and just tap on them. If they don't come out, you're good to go to proceed to the next part of the test. This is going to be a trigger reset test. So go ahead and take your safety off, put it in fire. From here, we're going to go ahead and do a trigger reset test. So go ahead and pull the trigger, hold the trigger, cycle the system, release the trigger, pull the trigger, and do this repeatedly about 3 times minimum. And what you're looking for is to verify the hammer is actuating with the disconnector correctly and being released when it needs to be released. From there, we're going to go ahead and perform a safety test. So go ahead and charge the system, put it on safe. To press the trigger, hold the trigger, slowly come down on the safety until the hammer releases. Right there, and just maintain trigger pull, charge the system, and let go. If you're still holding the trigger, which you should be, the hammer should not drop. If the hammer doesn't drop, you can proceed to the next part of the test. We're just going to test for springs and make sure they're doing it in the correct location. So you're just going to put it back on the fire and pull the trigger a few times in this state. Just feel the hammer spring, trigger spring, everything. Just feel how they're manipulating with the trigger. There should be nothing, no springiness, no clinking, no, it should just feel correct. So you come back to the rear, do the same thing, hold a few times. Nothing should feel weird. Everything should feel consistent and correct. From there, go ahead and drop it, unsafe, and just pull it a couple more times. Make sure the hammer doesn't drop. That will conclude your fire control group safety test and function test.